Well, hello there, and welcome to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Starting this a little bit sooner than I intended, but I want to get this out around this time, so it'd be awesome to be replaying this game. I think the last time Steam says I played this game was in 2019. So it's been a little bit of time, and I forget if I actually played this before. Do I still have my saves? Oh, I do have my saves. There we go. I mean, I think this is saves. At one point, I lost some saves, but there we go. I should get the highest resolution possible, right? Go anti-aliasing. Why is this all disabled? It seemed to have an update as well before I launched it recently. Not exactly sure why, but max it all out. I'm going to start a new game here. It's been a while. I don't remember exactly everything, but what I'm gonna do is start off with a canonical playthrough, as I think we should all experience when I'm sharing the story. Now, there isn't a class I think is particularly canonical, but I know that I want to go with a rogue, probably when I'm dark-sided. That's probably been my favorite class for the persuasion and doing all of that stuff. It's my first time also, as I'm playing this, that I'm recording the gameplay separate from the webcam, so that'll be interesting for you guys. But yes, of course, as we see here as well, the resolution isn't full 16:9 ratio. It's not full 1920 by 1080. That's because of the age of it. But there are also mods that you can get that enable it to be 1920 by 1080. And so the only mod that I have actually installed for this is a bug fixing patch, and also the Canon galaxy map. So the galaxy map has the planets in the places where they're meant to be. Because I want to share the original experience, then when we do Dark Side, we could go into more of the mods, especially ones that you guys may recommend. I think I don't tend to go Soldier a lot, because it seems stock standard and you can do a lot more cool powers and things with the other two classes, so I'm going to go with a Male Scout. Now, of course, I'm going to make a custom character here with the portrait. Ow. These are all the original portraits, so one of these is actually the Canon Revan face, which I think is this one. Now, I don't believe this is a leftover mod from anything that I've tried to install. Maybe I should double check that. There's stuff there. Alright, you're all clearing, you're all dying. This face, I believe this is a Canon face. So before, I did have mods installed that made him look closer to how he is portrayed later, but I think even when I put mods in, I'm not going to do a mod to change the face, because this is the original game and all of that. So okay on that face. Alright, attributes. So if you don't know, this works similar to a D20 system for a tabletop RPG. I don't fully understand absolutely everything, but what I do know is when I have the scoundrel, I do want the charisma up a fair bit. But as far as what it's recommending, I tend to read the descriptions and go, what do I want points in there? Modifies the ranged attack rolls and increases defense rating. Okay, I think I'm going to put that down a little bit. Intelligence. I do like wanting to be able to spend more on essential skills. Health and resiliency. Strength. Damage and chance to hit. Okay, so I probably want more points in that. I'm going to balance these out. These three, probably intelligence, dexterity, and strength, as far as what I'm thinking at the moment. So, okay. Oh, I haven't spent all the points. I still have 2 left. I think strength is going to be the main one we focus on for combat. So, skills. Treat injury. What are the recommended that it's saying? Repair and demolitions and computer use. Well, I don't see a point in getting demolitions and computer use, and you will see why. But I need to put my points in something. I mean, I'll put points in persuade because I can, but what you can see is it's marked as a cross-class skill, which means it costs more of these points to be able to level it up, and also this initial level is at 2 instead of the max of 4 when we do it. I don't know. Should I put a little bit in computer use? I guess I can. I'm not going to use stealth. Probably computer use, yeah. Because that will be super powerful. Repairer, definitely one. You'll find out why later. Feats, these are basically extra things. We already got, what have we got here? Flurry, power attack. I tend to get all 3 of the melee because I don't like the ranged combat as much. But also, yeah, I can get toughness, which counteracts my lack of putting points into other areas. And sometimes I've taken this 2-weapon fighting when I know that I'm going to use dual blades, which I'm probably going to again, but I am not going to immediately now because I'm probably just going to get critical hit. And for the name, I thought about this, and I think what I'm gonna call this character is Vanna. If you know, you know. If not, I will explain later because I'm not spoiling this if it is your first time playing this game. And then play. Let's go. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars. With the epic main theme coming up. That gets copyright claimed every time, so will you hear it? Who knows, but it's the main Star Wars theme. Knights of the Old Republic. 4,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Republic verges on collapse. Darth Malak, last surviving apprentice of the Dark Lord Revan, has unleashed an invincible Sith armada upon an unsuspecting galaxy. Crushing all resistance, Malak's war of conquest has left the Jedi Order scattered and vulnerable, as countless knights fall in battle, and many more swear allegiance to the new Sith Master. In the skies above the Outer Rim world of Taris, a Jedi battle fleet engages the forces of Darth Malak in a desperate effort to halt the Sith's galactic domination. Oh, the tingles and the coming back to it. So good. And what I love about this is it fully gives you the information you need to understand the current situation going on as you go into it. Here we are! Woohoo!
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
So, first off, original music. Love it. It gives a really cool feel to the era. And I don't know why the bloomin' cinematics change resolution when you go into them compared to the main part of the game, but I will make sure that that looks the best it can in the edit. There are mods I think to help that, but I haven't dedicated the time to figuring out all of the make it all HD and whatnot. So here we go. We're going light-sided, if you don't know, because light-sided is generally the canonical ending to video games when there's no other answer. It's the default, but also is, as we see later on. Who are you?
I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite ships. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Who's Bastila?
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really, but she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I heard what everyone's saying about you. You've explored the farthest reaches of the galaxy. You visited planets I've never even heard of. People with your skills and abilities are hard to find. It's no wonder the Republic recruited you for this mission. But now's the time to prove yourself. I know you're a scout and not a soldier. The Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack.
Okay, let's go help Bastila.
Hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Okay. So I believe this was the first game to have full voiceover as well. So yeah, one of the things that I know some people haven't been able to get past is the combat system and the way the gameplay works. I'm getting the short sword because melee. Oh, a cardio package, constitution +1, there we go. Already got a goodie. And here's how we look as a scout. Your normal clothes change look depending on the class you pick, by the way.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Alright. And the companion select screen, you can see silhouettes of future companions. Can you figure out who they are? If you've never seen this game before, comment down below who you think or they look like, or what you think they look like. Alright.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Okay, I'll use you, Trask. I'll go best boy.
Now that the door is open, you better take the lead again.
This is a tutorial, of course. It's teaching you to switch back and forth between, because you can take control of the companions.
This is Carthonasi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Let's move out. So if you didn't catch on, we have a bit of case of amnesia by asking who's Bastila when we're literally on the ship with her.
I don't have the codes to open it. Switch me to the party leader so you can use my security skills to slice into the access panel and open the door.
Yes, of course. So you can use the mouse or you can use the number keys on PC. I don't know how this works on consoles because I never played it on consoles. I've only played it on PC.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic!
For the Republic! So this is the combat system. You can do it real time if you want to, but what I tend to do with it a lot is it pauses and I can press space to pause and you line up the attacks. Never use a normal attack. And what you do when you pause it is you can also take control of your companions and tell them to attack and line up what they do, which includes stuff like using med packs as well and stuff like that. If you get in a jam. And it's cool to see it play out. Nice, got him. Now, I forget if these drop remains, but pretty much all the enemies drop remains. Just some in this tutorial place, not as much. But that's to be expected, I guess. Look, dodging already. Yeah, right. See, this is how I play it. You can do it all real time, but I find it much easier to, you can plan it out and then see it go into action, and if you're getting a bit of jip, you can pause it and work a bit more from there. Yeah, see, cool, remains, some credits. And yeah, so we should get a better vibro sword. Well, that's all the start of the game, isn't it? Oh yeah, there's also remains of some other bodies around, which is cool. Some more frag grenades, okay. I is the inventory. Yeah, so long sword will work better, and you can equip a short sword in offhand. But there is, I think it reduces the chance to hit. Where does it say? 2 weapon penalty if used in offhand. I'm gonna use dual weapons, that's what I normally do. And combat suit we picked up, so I'll take that. That gives me better stuffs. Yeah, defense bonus 4, max dexterity bonus plus 5. And it's light armor. Compared to clothes that do nothing. Yeah, I'll take this. Gotta love the death sounds. Oh look! The Sith sacrificed their own trooper to be able to do things. So what that was trying to teach you, and I'm gonna pause around here, is that you can throw grenades and kill dudes, which is also pretty cool. That they add in. You can choose to be ranged if you want to. You can choose to be melee with single blade, dual wielding, or a double blade. You can get double bladed vibro swords as seen by this Sith trooper that died there. And you've got freedom to be able to do all sorts, which is really cool. I love that part of the game. Even though I don't use blasters because they're bad. And here's using things real time. Because this part of the game isn't inherently super difficult. Actually, I didn't see a difficulty setting at the start.
It's a Dark Jedi. This fight is too much for us. You better stay back. All we do is get in the way.
I forgot to loot some guys, I think. Oh yeah.
That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
Damn, you could have. Oh, well. She dead? I remember the first time ever seeing that going, ooh, will I get my first lightsaber now? Because like on the game's packaging, yes, you do end up seeing that you can be a Jedi and everything, because that's part of the game's marketing. Alright. I needed the med pack. I almost dead. You get plenty of med packs. I've got 3 already and I haven't killed that many people. Yeah, there's more remains still around here. I forgot to get everyone. The parts pile? Yes, please. And yeah, that door's busted. So my default brain went to, oh, that door was the open one because I've played this intro so many times. Yeah, you see the remains of the Jedi, but alas, there is no lightsaber in here. As we can see, there's an adrenal strength and a vibration cell. Vibration cell, we can cover what we use that for later. But for now, if you're playing along, just pick it up. As we do. I don't know how many people play along. If you are, it'd be really cool to know. If you are. Otherwise, enjoy the show.
Yes?
Wow, I didn't even try to block.
Bastel is not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
So one of the things that I found a little bit odd. Oh, I hope that glitch mod is working because I thought I almost encountered another one. But yeah, we leveled up. Anything else I can use? No. But we leveled up. I guess I can show you what that looks like when it gives me the prompt. It tells you to level up before you go through this door anyway, so let's see. I tend to auto level up the companions and level up my own character more. So what I want to put my points into is repair probably. And what am I thinking of? Because I'm not... No, there's no persuade to put in. No. And treat injury is definitely a good one because that increases how much you're healed by things. I guess awareness. I'm doing computer use, I guess. These will be saved and you may spend them the next time you gain a level. Oh yeah, I'll do that. I don't remember ever doing this before. I think I remember just always putting the points into what skills I had. So I'm going to save that 1 point I had left over. And what I'm going to do is power attack, I think. I could do 2-weapon fighting. I generally default to 2-weapon fighting because it's what I like the most and what I tend to want to do if I was a Jedi. But yeah. Away we go.
Something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off.
Trask,
you
you'll
die. Go.
Alas, poor Trask, we knew him well. Well, not really, but best boy Trask gave his life so we could continue. And it comes up with a little prompt.
Trask is what you told him you need to escape. Make your way to the starboard section.
And now we're on our own. He's taught us what we need to do.
This is Cartho Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Bastila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pod.
Alright, escape pods it is, and more enemies. But now I have all 3 of these attacks. I tend to line them up. Changing it up each time, I feel like that has a better outcome than repeatedly doing the same attack. Don't miss, you fool. What are you missing for? There we go. There we go. That door's busted. That door's nearly destroyed if you can see his little health bar. And dodging. What if I frag him and then... Nice, got him.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Well, I put points into repair. Repair affects the droid, and computer use affects the computer. It makes sense, right? So what I think I'm gonna do is focus on repair a bit more, because I'm putting points into that. Reactivate the droid. I've got 7 repair parts. Yeah, let's activate the shields and engage in patrol mode. Leave it alone. It says you pass down here. And it says you lost items. Which is good fun. I believe I have... Anyway, let's see him wreck house. Look at him go. Alright, I'm gonna help him out. I didn't even need to help. There we go. Well, in the remains of this red-coloured Sith Trooper, and they are the Sith Empire, yes, we find a prototype vibro blade, which is what I'm going to use instead of the longsword. Now, short sword. What about this? Yes, so the short sword has a better bonus when equipped in offhand, alongside a longer weapon in the main hand.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Who are you?
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left of the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
To the escape pod! This is the last escape pod and your only hope of survival. Use the escape pod. There's no other outcome here that I know of. That you're just gonna wait here indefinitely. I think I tried that one time and you never crashed. And so we escaped. But where did we end up?
Whoa, hold on. Don't try and get up yet. You were smashed up pretty bad when we crash landed here on Terrace. Don't worry, we should be safe here in this apartment. I gave you something to help you sleep. Just get some rest and let the KotOR packs do their job.
Who was that pretty lady? I wonder.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Right. Karth, the one on the communicator, I remember. I'll answer his question directly, I think.
You've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
I guess I owe you my life. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Why is it so important to find Bastila? Also, I don't know why the music is so loud. I'm gonna see if I can turn it down after this conversation.
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Also, I don't know why the mouse disappears sometimes. Anyway, I think it's... Oh, I can use the mouse keys as well. I wonder if I can press enter. I'll try that. Mouse keys, keyboard, arrow keys. If Bastila's let's see, how can one person, even a Jedi, be so important? You can press enter.
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course, there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
Alright. So what do you suggest we do next?
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malik's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice. A luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Yeah, I'll just say, any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
The sooner we start yeah, I think I won't worry about asking all the questions. I have heard them before, and I think it's something if you want to ask more in your own game. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll explore a fair bit in this playthrough, but if you want to explore more, you can get the game for yourself. It's pretty cheap on Steam or on GOG, and that's part of the joy as well. You can play your own story. The sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we find her. Let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
All right, here we are. Let's look in this locker. And there's a workbench. So these allow you to craft stuff. Use a workbench. We have one craftable weapon or upgradable weapon at the moment. And for this prototype vibroblade, we can use that vibration cell that we picked up from the dead Jedi and boost its physical damage by 1. Not huge stats right at the start. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool as well. When you press X, I think it is. Yeah, you can twirl your weapons. Heh. Yes, I think that will actually do it for this episode. That was just the opening, and I will be exploring Terrace in the next one. I think I'll do these weekly, so that'll be good. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more of my KotOR playthrough each week, as well as other Star Wars Expanded Universe videos and other stuff you may be interested in and whatever I'm doing videos of as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Anyway.